It is uncommon for us to do projects that have a basement, but we know that there are many people who would like to have a home like this. So we did this project that is for a plot of 8 meters wide by 20 meters deep, and we would have a basement where we will have a garage for 2 cars plus a fairly spacious game room as well as the laundry room. On the ground floor, we will have the living room with double height, kitchen, dining room, and we would have a study that could also function as a 4th bedroom. Finally, on the 2nd floor, we will have 2 secondary bedrooms that will be sharing a bathroom, and we would have the main bedroom in the back that would obviously have a private bathroom as well as walk-in closet. Something interesting also about that bedroom is that it will have a window to the double height of the living room. It's something that we have been doing quite lately in the projects, to be able to give them this loft feeling to the houses that people have liked quite a lot, so we applied it in this project too. We made this house in 275 square meters of construction. And the cost for the construction would be around 5 million Mexican pesos, which are about $275,000. I would like to remind you that you can buy this plan and many others that we have made at cnrplanos.com. And well, let's start from the outside of this house. As we had mentioned, we have done few designs with basement, so it was something new for us. We tried to give the highest possible hierarchy to the upper floor. Basically, this area of the house is the one we try to give the most attention possible. The idea is that people's attention when they see the facade is directed to this area. Here we try not to give too much importance or that it does not attract too much attention to the basement. Really, what we try to do is that the attention is directed towards the pedestrian entrance that we have on the right side thanks to this staircase. Also, that's why it has that indirect lighting, and that's because here is where we will have the main entrance of the house. This light that runs along the entire facade that comes from ground floor to the upper floor also helps us a lot to direct people's attention towards the main entrance of the house. I think here you can see quite well how the secondary rooms are distributed, and here where we have this element in wood is where we will have a study and the bathroom that would serve the entire ground floor. Here we can better observe the balcony that I had mentioned to you that will be sharing the 2 rooms that we are going to have in this area. Now I want you to enter the house as if we were entering in a car directly to the garage here. We would have a garage door that we close so that all this space of garage and stairs is completely private, and we do not need a door in this area. And here is where we are going to have the game room that I had mentioned to you. I think it is a great way to take advantage of this space. And it is a fairly large space. We are talking about close to 5.75 meters by 5.5 meters. So it would be enough space to have either this room as we have it right now, or instead of having this coffee table and these chairs as well as this dining room, we could maybe have a pool table. I think this way it looks quite elegant, all this space, and without a doubt it would also be the ideal space to be able to watch movies as it should be, with a very good sound without bothering the other rooms. And the fact of having the garden at this same level helps us not to feel locked up at all. Besides, we take advantage of all this garden and enjoy the view towards these green walls thanks to these windows. So I don't know what you think, but personally I think it is a quite private space, quite intimate, but at the same time you don't feel locked up at all. On this side we would have access to the laundry room that would have exit directly to the garden that we just saw. And now we are going to enter the house from the main entrance, from this staircase that we have on this side. We would have here a small fountain and the door to the house, where we also have the stairs that go both to the upper floor and to the basement, and in the back is where we open completely to be able to have the whole social area of the house. We have this double height in the living room that has only 2 meters 70 wide, this double height, but it was taken advantage of a lot, and I think it completely changes the feeling of this house. If it did not have this double height, I think it would feel very different. This project, 2 meters 70 of the space of upper floor, is what we are for saying it in some way, sacrificing to be able to have this space and this sensation in the living room. I think it is totally worth it. And it is also something that benefits even the main room thanks to this window that we have towards this double height too. On this side is where we are going to have the dining room, and an interesting point of this project is that as we have the garden a level below and we have these windows that face that garden, it allows us to enjoy the view of the treetops that we can have in that garden. So I think it would be a very nice view, and it is not really necessary to have to go out from the living room to the garden directly, because we will be able to do that from the game room that we have in the basement. On this side we have the kitchen, which would have this island for 3 people, and it is also where we would have the sink. In the back we would have the stove. And on this side wall is where the pantry of this kitchen would be. This is the view we have from the kitchen to the dining room and to the living room. I think it is a very nice view. We tried to make a clean, elegant design, and that includes the colors we chose also for the kitchen. Light colors, mostly, with the exception of the bar. Now here in the lobby we have the entrance to the bathroom, which is a full bathroom with the idea of being able to serve the study or possible room that we are going to have in this space. So this bathroom is perfectly vestibulated, and also this small hallway allows us that, in case this space becomes a room, the people who use this bedroom can go out to the bathroom, and if there is someone in the living room, then they really won't see the person who's entering the bathroom. So it was a detail that I liked a lot. I think this room was quite private and very well vestibulated with respect to the social area of this house. We would have this indirect lighting at the top, and these windows that face the facade of the house also try to avoid feeling too exposed with large windows. So that's why we have the window this way now. And this is what we would see if we go up from the basement to the house. We have these floated steps that finally lead us to the space of the living room. But we are going to continue going up here. We would have this view towards the double height of the living room too. And finally we arrive at this space, this small lobby that allows us to go to the 3 different bedrooms that we are going to have on this second floor. This would be the main bedroom. We have indirect lighting both on the headboard of the bed and on the ceiling thanks to this plafond. As you can see, we try to use quite neutral colors with warm tones, with the idea of giving this feeling of comfort to the space, and wood always helps to give this homey feeling to the place. And that is the window that I had mentioned to you because we wanted to give this place a loft style. Here we have a window where the idea is that with the furniture that we have in this area, it covers the view to the inside of the room and thus have privacy. And if you're in the living room, you cannot see the inside of this bedroom. Really only the people who are in this room and stand next to the window will be able to see down and not the other way around. On this side we would have the walk-in closet, and finally the private bathroom of this bedroom that is ventilated centrally. Here on the left is where we are going to have the 2 secondary bedrooms. This would be the first one. This room has 4 meters long by 3 meters 20 wide, so for being a secondary room it is quite spacious. It has all this wall as a closet that would be the 4 meters long of the room, so it has plenty of storage space, and it would seem unnecessary that it had a walk-in closet. This room here, it has an exit to this balcony that will be sharing with the secondary bedroom. So the idea is not that it is a very large balcony, only it is about being able to go out to get fresh air. And here on the right we would have the second room that would be exactly the same as the one we just saw in terms of dimensions and style. We have in the same way this closet of 4 meters long also. And on the right side, as you can see, we have this door that would be the one that gives us exit to that balcony that we just saw. This would be the exit. Now this room, we also made it loft type thanks to this window that overlooks the double height of the living room too. You know, I loved the whole design of this project, and this kind of details, to be honest, have a lot to do with me liking this house so much. And this is the bathroom that both secondary bedrooms would be sharing. I think that when you make a basement, it is very much worth it to be of the whole land to make the most of these square meters. If you're going to make the expense, I think it is worth having, for example, in this case, a game room that is very spacious, and also take advantage of that space also to have the laundry room. I think it is an alternative where instead of having a roof garden, you can have the basement. I would like you to leave me in the comments what you think. And for now, that would be all, and see you in the next video. See you later.